This is the Segovia Show.
Greetings everyone and welcome to another episode of the program. I'm doing a follow-up to my video called TweetDeck, the powerful Twitter tool you're not using, because I'm going to be addressing some of your comments and questions that were left on that video. So for all of you that tuned in and also left comments there, I really do appreciate you all for taking the time to do so. Now, a lot of the questions had more to do with Twitter teams, and I will show you how you cannot do that through the TweetDeck preview that I was using. Now, I've already responded to some of these questions already in written form, but I want to highlight them here for everybody just in case you missed out on them. So the first question I'm going to be responding to comes from Pollyanna. Pollyanna asks, can you please tell me how to remove a bookmark? Thanks for your time. So that one's pretty straightforward almost, except the user interface can be a little wonky because of so many different options now. So first thing you got to do is on twitter.com, go to the left-hand side if you're using the web-based version, and there's the section that says bookmarks. Now, if you have many different bookmark settings, they'll appear here. In my case, I only have two. In this case, all bookmarks and bookmarks that are my tweets. So let's go to all bookmarks. So when you hit the three dots up here, you'll see there's no option there to remove a bookmark. The concept is the same way you added it in the first place, which is this arrow here next to the analytics where it says remove tweet from bookmarks. So I'll hit remove tweet, and there it's gone from the bookmarks. Now, the next question I'm going to be responding to comes from Ace Lau. The question is, can you please make a video how to add access to Twitter? Or tell me how. I'm assuming the question refers to how to access TweetDeck. So I'm already logged into Twitter. I'm going to head over to the TweetDeck website, tweetdeck.twitter.com, and when I click, I'm already logged in. So the last place you left off on your TweetDeck is where you're going to land, because if you see to the left-hand column, I have 4 different decks. There's my main, the Newswire, and my real estate news, and for streaming. And again, this is all done through TweetDeck preview. Those are the two questions I want to get out of the way so I can highlight Twitter teams from here, because a lot of people have asked me with respects to teams, like this one comes from Heath Criswell, how do we use the teams function? I'm not able to add anyone. It doesn't give me the option. Ocean King Gaming also asked how to add team members. Vaughn asked, hey, I got added to a team and got an email for that, but if I click the link, I end up on TweetDeck without seeing anything new or how to accept that invite. How can I accept it? Thank you. So these are the main questions that I have with respects to teams, and I believe I highlighted it in my video that if you go to your settings here, settings and privacy, and you go over to your TweetDeck teams, when you click it, you can turn on teams, you can turn it off, you can allow anyone to add you to their team, which is, when in my case it's clicked, or only allow people you follow to add you to their team. And that's pretty much it for the settings here. There's nothing else with respects to TweetDeck teams. For that, you have to leave the preview. So I'm leaving the TweetDeck preview. I can always come back, but just be careful. If you are on preview, you have 3 options. I would suggest you read them. You can exit, so you can return to the official version of TweetDeck that is out there. You can cancel and stay here, or you can exit and opt out of TweetDeck. So let me go back to what is called Legacy TweetDeck. And this is what that looks like on all my notifications. Unfortunately, are erased. So now when you look at the bottom left, you'll be able to see I have, of course, my username, but above that it says settings. That's not going to take you to teams. You have to hit accounts. When you hit accounts, and in this case, I only have one signed in here because you can link another account that you own. Right underneath the profile name is the team name, team@Segovia. Invite colleagues to use Twitter as @Segovia without sharing the password with them. You will hit manage team, and over here is where you can add team members or remove them. Now, I do suggest you hit learn more to get more of your questions answered that you might be able to find here under the frequently asked questions at the help center of Twitter. Now, they've broken down between what the differences are among owner, admin, contributor, and then sharing access to an account, managing a team. But this is the one I'm highlighting for Vaughn, where Vaughn asks, hey, I got added to a team. I got an email for that. But if I click on the link, I end up on TweetDeck without seeing anything new or how to accept that invite. How do I accept it? So the procedure is that from TweetDeck, you click accounts in the navigation bar, you'll see the Twitter account of the team that you've been invited to join. Step 2 is to accept or decline. Step 3, if you accept, the account will now be shown in the accounts tab and your new tweet panel. As a member of a team, you can post tweets, direct messages, like and retweet. You cannot change the password or manage the accounts. You can remove yourself from a team, etc. So I hope that this help center answers the other questions that you might have that I have not been able to address, but I am addressing the questions you've asked me directly with respect to all this. Now, the last question has absolutely nothing to do with any of these. It's more along the lines of Windows users using I'm assuming the web application. You can install the web wrapper as a web progressive app on your computer, whether you're using Chrome, Brave, or Edge. So the question from Jack Lavoie: thanks for the video. I use a desktop with Windows 10 and can't get a sound notification on TweetDeck. It used to work off and on. Everything is allowed for notification. Any idea what the problem might be? Thanks. This sounds like a Windows issue. I understand the frustration where sometimes features just break or functions just break. I think that has something to do more along the lines with just some of the Windows updates that are pushed out every Tuesday, whether they're feature updates, cumulative updates, or just a security update. I've had it where it just shuts down my entire network in my office because something didn't install right. Maybe perhaps what I would suggest is to uninstall the TweetDeck wrapper if that's how you're using it, or clear the cache from your computer where you're using it just for that website, so you don't have to clear everything else and all your data, and then try again with that. Otherwise, try a different browser, hit allow for those notifications, and see if maybe the one browser wasn't getting those notifications. But anyway, that's it for this one. I think I addressed everything I needed to address. Let me go back to TweetDeck's preview. Try it now. This is my user interface. This is what I like about it. I love being able to have all these other decks here in a much cleaner interface. So I hope I addressed your questions. I did so as best as I could. And I appreciate you all that have taken the time to check out my stuff. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the know. And I'll see you on the next one.